Hey guys, I've been playing Persona 4 Golden for the last 314 days, and while there's a over 1 month long gap, we'll be playing Persona 4 Dancing in the meantime, and today we're going to be wrapping up Chapter 1 of Story Mode, so let's go ahead and get into it. Proceed. It always feels a bit ominous when you hear that music. Alright, looks like Margaret has an update for us.
That is how their festival began. What do you think? Fate is truly full of surprises, no? They faced themselves and gained the power to stand up against difficulties. But their next trial was quite different. Rather than a contest of strength, it required them to openly express themselves and convey their feelings.
The woman smiles joyously before looking towards you again.
However, this did not deter him, and as if in response to that firmness of will, his power changed its form, adapting perfectly to the new situation. Fascinating, don't you think? By the way, have you thought about why you have found yourself here? Don't worry yourself over it. I don't have that answer for you. I asked only out of my own curiosity.
I mean, I was questioning myself, because, I saw Izanagi with the bass guitar, I'm like, how did I get here? When the woman raises her hand, that same light radiates from it, swallowing the surrounding scenery.
Here is where we left off with their festival.
Alright, pretty bright light. The next day, Risa calls Naoto and me up. We might as well practice until the others arrive. Just as we're finishing up, I get word from Yosuke saying they're here. We head down to the Takura Productions lobby to greet everyone as they come over from the train station. It's not long before we see their smiling faces again.
Hi, Spot Sensei! Your friendly bear is back in town!
That makes no sense when you're not in the costume, man.
I don't think it makes sense even
So
then.
nice and cool inside the office. I feel like a human being again.
Yosuke seems overwhelmed by the unexpected heatwave and takes exaggerated deep breaths while tugging on his collar. Haha, same old Yosuke. Even though they must have gotten Rize's message about what happened, none of them seem two-faced. Though that doesn't necessarily mean they're taking this situation lightly. It's more that they've already made up their minds what to do.
I'm glad you're all here. Hey, have you met any celebrities yet? Are they cute? Tell me everything!
I wonder if I should take back what I said before. Yosuke's not shrugging this off, is he? Kanji or Teddy is one thing, but seeing him like this is making me worry a little.
There's always someone like him. Come on, Yosuke-senpai. You were just here the other day to film the commercial.
Yeah, but I was too nervous then to think about any of that stuff. Oh, the time has finally come! I'm in a big city, and not some dreary country town. And I get to hang out with celebrities! It's like a dream come true!
Well, excuse us for living in such a dreary place.
Classic
Is
Chie.
that what you think of Inaba, Yosuke-kun?
Ahem. Did you forget that I'm a celebrity too? And a pretty famous one at that?
Yosuke-senpai's been like this the whole trip over here. He's memorized every damn thing about that Kanami chicken or whatever. Kept blabbering on and on about the girls non-stop. Even knows their full names.
Dude, what? You're bringing that up now?
Looks like the whole world's against him. I don't have any way to back him up either. All I can do is keep quiet while making a mental apology to Yosuke. A volley of cold stares and frigid words, enough to blast away the sudden heatwave, are launched at my partner.
You're the worst.
Seriously, the worst. Just completely terrible.
Yosuke, you're awful!
Yosuke's like, I should have stayed
catching
home.
hell. And Teddy, what are you taking their side for?
Looks like the dream is dead.
Mostly thanks to you. Anyway, that aside, I had a message for you. Dojima-san and Nanako-chan are gonna be running a little late. Sounded like he's been busy with work.
It's too bad.
But then again, I felt like there was a weird pause. Maybe it was actually a blessing in disguise that Dojima-san and Nanako are arriving later. Since we know now that strange things are happening, I can share what we found out without any pointed questions from Dojima-san. It must have looked pretty grim since Yosuke pats me on the shoulder and flashes me an encouraging smile.
Come on, cheer up, partner. Just have a little patience, and Nanako-chan will be here in no time.
Man, that was one hell of a long trip. Been sitting down so long, my butt's sore.
We really should have taken the express train, but Yosuke had to insist we ride a bus instead.
Dude, you guys are the ones who said you were low on cash. There's no way I could have paid
Okay,
for all
I was
your
like, why would you
tickets.
take the bus instead of the train?
I have to say, you three aren't looking very well. Are you okay? Did you sleep badly?
The three of us can't help but exchange glances at Yukiko's question. I was planning on getting a good night's rest, but I kept thinking about the case and ended up getting almost no sleep. Seeing the way Naoto and Rize react, it must have been the same for them.
A lot happened last night after all.
You mean that midnight stage stuff? I got most of the story from Rise's email, though it was so out of nowhere that I had to ask a ton of follow-up questions.
I read it too. Those girls are being held captive, right, Rise-chan?
Yeah, I'm sorry. You guys came all the way out here and I have to ruin it with bad news.
Hey, no need to apologize, Rise-chan. Never fear. All the dance practice I've gotten in lately has been a good workout for me. And I've never missed a day of regular training either. I'm ready for anything.
Count me
Okay,
in
at least
two.
GA came
Look,
prepared.
Look, behold the results of my training with Rise-chan. 1, 2, bam!
Teddy points his palms together and keeps his face at a fixed angle while craning his neck around. That kind of thing is called isolation in dance terms, but I don't remember Rize ever teaching Teddy any such moves. Where did he learn that?
That has nothing to do with fighting shadows.
Never
You'd be
know.
surprised.
I mean, it's gonna be our dancing that beats him this time around, right?
Oh, right, yeah. Man, why dancing of all things?
We're not sure how that really works.
In fact,
Because how else are
there
we
many
supposed to
things that we
incorporate
don't
the killer
understand.
soundtrack into the
All we
gameplay?
know is that our power won't defeat these shadows. Instead, we've discovered that we can free them by affecting them with our dance.
They're trying to capture us with their dancing too, right? Then it sounds to me like we ought to fight fire with fire.
Alright, so they're just
Thrust
straight up
yourselves through
making it
dance.
be
That sounds
be
exciting.
dance
You
battles.
guys, this isn't all fun and games.
What a relief. Though everyone is chatting like normal, I can tell that they're already thinking about how to solve this case. As long as they're with us, I'm positive we can get to the bottom of any mystery.
Thanks, everyone. It's time the investigation team got back in action.
I can't remember how many times that's happened by now.
Well, call it fate or whatever. But if you ask me, that's just how we are.
If we can save people, I'm all for it. I think it's definitely better than doing nothing.
My magnificent moves will save all the innocent idols, and one of them will fall madly in love with me, despite it being forbidden in the world of showbiz.
Like that'd happen. Man, I really can't take you anywhere. Wait a sec. What if Teddy's got a point? What if he's not entirely wrong this time? Is there even the slimmest of slim chances that it could happen for me?
Never, as long as you're thinking like that.
Ah, you're all here. I hope your long trip was a smooth one.
Oh, hey, Inoue-san.
I turn to see the voice coming from behind us and find Inoue-san coming towards us with his usual smile. He must have been passing by when he noticed us. He seems a little more tired today, though. Is it because the Kanami and kitchen girls are missing?
I hope I wasn't interrupting anything.
Isn't this our chance? Want to try and get some information out of him?
Huh? Wow, you're all in costume. Well, the show's still a ways off, but you seem so fired up already.
Is that a costume or is that just how they all dress
Well,
now?
We were thinking we should do a full group dress rehearsal, but we
Okay.
didn't know if there was any place to change, so we just wore our costumes.
I see. But you know, there are plenty of changing rooms available here. Goodness, Kanji-kun, your hair certainly stands out. It really packs a punch.
Huh? You think so? Guess I'm used to it. I mean, I had it like this for the longest time. Up at this festival's the last time I'm gonna wear this punk getup, though. I made up my mind to stop acting like a badass and be more like who I really am.
Ah, I see. That sounds like a fine idea. I must say, those costumes look splendid on all of you. I guess that sort of natural high schooler look can't be faked, People respond well to that sort of thing. The outfits seem to fit well, too. I'm glad we went to the trouble to have them custom tailored.
That's right, the thing Inoue-san was most particular about was how we're genuine high school students. Because of that, we all had to carefully bring back our look from when we used to go to the same high school. Okay, that was... I didn't touch anything, it jumped. Everyone got excited and worked with each other to get their hairstyle and things just right the way it was then. Me too, even though I go to a different high school now, I'm wearing an outfit that looks like a match to their school uniform.
Oh, by the way,
Okay, one moment.
can I ask you something, Inoue-san?
The whole thing gives me an honest sense of nostalgic joy.
What is
It's
it?
like,
I'll
oh,
try and answer if I can.
but you know, we had to have
Well,
continuity,
it's
so
about
we couldn't
the
look
Love
too
Meets
different
Bonds
from the
Festival.
previous entry in the series.
Kanami Kitchen is performing in that too, right?
That's the plan. What about it?
Oh, it's nothing important. I'm a huge fan of theirs, so I was just wondering if I could, say hi to them. That's all.
Ah, I see. Unfortunately, they're all pretty busy right now.
They're all pretty busy
Really? That's
being
weird.
missing.
I mean, most
Takes
of
up a
the
lot of their
group is in
time.
the mid-
Oh, ignore him. Just carry on.
Chie instantly covers Teddy's mouth and motions for us to keep talking. That was a close one. Teddy, for his part, is still flailing his arms and legs while Chie shushes him. Seeing a question forming in Inoue-san's eyes, we slip between him and Teddy, trying to gloss over Teddy's slip-up with our smiles.
I mean, of course they're busy. I'm sorry I even asked. It'll be fine. Man, what a shame, though.
Oh, but Kanami-chan is in the midst of a poster photo shoot in the studio here. Why don't you go see her later? Rise-chan can show you the way. She'll probably sign an autograph.
An autograph? Seriously? I mean, that'd be great. Then I guess we'll go stop by later.
You must be tired from the long trip, though, so get some rest first. Well, I have a meeting to attend, so you'll have to excuse me.
Okay, see you later, Inoue-san.
We see Inoue-san off and give a sigh of relief. Whew, looks like we managed to squeeze some information out of him without raising any suspicion.
Yosuke-senpai, your acting sucks. I was afraid Inoue-san would pick up on it. You too, Teddy. What were you thinking letting that slip?
I'm deeply sorry.
I'm very sorry.
Well, at least it's clear now. From how he was acting, those Kanami girls ain't come back yet.
Mm-hmm. There's no doubt about it.
I feel a little bad for the actual voice actors that had to get their acting
There's no
criticized by
doubt. It was
Rise
brief, but
in-game.
that couldn't have been anyone else. I'm positive that reading was Tomoe's.
It's decided then. Let's all watch that video at midnight tonight. And we'll head into the midnight stage once more.
Alright, I guess we're gonna get to play another song soon.
What? Did I say something odd?
No, Do. Every now and then you say some pretty nutso stuff like it's no big deal.
I didn't think too much about how we were going in there, but that sounds pretty scary.
There's no other way. We don't know any other means of getting in. In any case, time is of the essence. Come on, let's hurry to the studio.
Naota must have been pretty embarrassed. She hurries on ahead, leaving us behind. We all look around before following her. One way or another, we ride into battle at midnight. We'll meet with the Resistance on the midnight stage. If we spent the time until then working on our dance moves, I think we can learn a lot from each other. With a reinforced resolve to save the missing girls, I slowly follow my trusty
That
friends.
reminds me. We didn't get too many chances to all rehearse together. There's probably a lot we can learn from each other. So let's get as much practice as time permits.
I think I'm good on the tutorial. I mean, we saw my moves last episode. I think I can handle it.
This non-stop rehearsal's brutal. My legs are killing me.
We've been practicing the routine ever since everyone arrived, and Yosuke finally speaks up in defeat. That's to be expected. Ryusu's the only one who's managed to keep dancing throughout the rehearsal, and Yosuke was the only holdout not taking many breaks.
We are appearing in a professional concert after all. Plus, there's the midnight stage to worry about. We need practice.
Yeah, that stuff about fighting through dance, it sounds pretty hard.
It does, but we have to do it.
Good job, guys. You're all working real hard. I didn't think our routine would come together so well from the get-go. That's why I think I'm gonna give you a reward, Yosuke-senpai.
A reward? Did you have something for me?
You like Kanami Kitchen, right? Well, why don't we go check out Kanami's photo shoot?
Ooh, seriously?
Everyone else wants to go too. Plus, I want to introduce you all to Kanami. Come on, you senpai. Shake a leg or we're gonna leave you two behind.
I'm coming, of course we'll go with you. Let's just hang on a sec.
So that's what that was about. I was wondering what she was talking about with everyone over there. Rise is very good at this sort of thing. You could say she has a knack for making people smile. I've already met Kanami-san, so I honestly just want to practice a little more, but if everyone else is going, I might as well tag along. I quickly towel off before heading towards the entrance where everyone is waiting.
Oh, there she is! Damn, her head's so tiny. And look how long her legs are.
I feel like that'd be the weirdest way to meet someone, that they're like, oh, nice to meet you, your head's so tiny. It's like, okay. When we arrive at the studio where Kanami-san is, Rise pokes her head in first to greet the staff inside and explain to them about us. Thanks to her, we're allowed to stay and watch the photo shoot from a distance, as Kanami-san is bombarded with
She's so
blinding
cute.
flashes.
Her chest is like BAM! While her waist is so slim. She's totally Yosuke's type.
Hey, keep it down. Wow, though, that's really her. Seriously, thanks so much for letting us see the real Kanami.
I can't bother her while the shoot's going on, but I'll make sure to introduce you all later. You have to be on your
I
best
think you
behavior,
can.
though.
I believe in you,
Promise?
Rise.
Yes. I swear on the Junes name that I won't cause a scene.
I swear on the Yosuke name that I won't cause a scene either.
That makes no sense. And why are you swearing by me?
Rise Kujikawa, what is the meaning of this? Are you on some sightseeing trip with that group of yours? If it's a field trip you're interested in, could you take it elsewhere?
Oh crap! It's Miss Ochimizu!
Rise furrows her brow and looks away. Miss Ochimizu, the producer of the LMB Fest who was so harsh towards us yesterday, is standing imposingly before us, as if to block our way.
Who's this nasty hack?
We'll kanji straight up with it. Let's say... Okay. The LMB producer is probably going to be the only thing that means anything to them, so let's go with
She's
that
the
one.
general producer of the festival we're performing in. Her name is Miss Ochimizu.
Dude, are you serious? The general producer of the Love Meets Bonds Festival is Kyoka, the Empress Ochimizu?
You know about her, Yosuke?
Of course I do. She's always on TV. She's
how did
this
Yosuke
super
not know that
scary lady who
she
has
was
no
the producer?
problem making other celebrities cry.
I don't get it, but it sounds like she's sort of important.
Ugh. Honestly, we've had enough complications already. I don't need any more cropping up. Perhaps I should demand extra payment from Takara Productions for having to deal with these rude children.
The hell'd you say?
Whoa, hold it, Kanji, give me a break. Dude, wait, do you hear something?
What is this? Where's it coming from?
Hey, sound techs, what's going on?
I hear it too. It's a song that's faintly echoing from somewhere. I wouldn't forget a song like this. Let's say the Midnight Stage.
It's that song we heard yesterday right before we fell into the midnight stage.
Senpai, look.
Same glow. I look and see Kanami-san raising a hand upward, a curious gaze in her eyes. I follow her gaze and catch sight of something all too familiar. That same strange light we saw yesterday in the studio when we heard this eerie song.
Whoa. What is this? Could this be a close encounter of some kind?
This doesn't make sense. It's not midnight. What's going on?
There's no time for that! Kanami's gonna get taken!
Kanami's what?
Miss Ochimizu, please move aside!
Excuse us.
Wow, my babies are surprisingly bold.
Rise and Yukiko push Miss Ochimizu aside and rush towards Kanami-san. The rest of us follow close behind.
Wait! I said wait!
Kanami! Get away from that light!
Huh? Rise-senpai?
Oh, okay.
Miss Ochimizu?
We all tried to shield Kanami-san from the ribbons shooting out from that eerie light hovering near the ceiling. But Miss Ochimizu is faster than any of us and pushes Kanami-san herself, getting caught by the ribbons instead. She made a snap decision. Miss Ochimizu knew Kanami-san was in danger, but she couldn't have known what would happen next. Was she trying to protect Kanami-san? I looked towards her with some surprise as she scolds Kanami-san.
Oh, how troublesome. Don't I always tell you not to space out like that?
Miss...
Are those going to be her final
Ochimizu?
words?
Listen, if something happens to me, go to Inoue. The festival must...
She got dragged in! What are we gonna do?
There's only one thing to do. Dance.
We follow her. Come on, everyone.
Yes!
We all chase after Miss Ochimizu and throw ourselves towards the eerie light. Just because it worked once doesn't mean we'll make it through a second time. I pray for everyone's safety as I throw myself into the light after them. Okay, looks like it's pretty bright on the other side.
Whoa!
Phew!
Looks like we made it.
Ow! I fell right on my butt.
I mean, that seems like the best place to fall. Just as we caught sight of a faint light, we were suddenly thrown out somewhere. We all managed to keep our balance as we land, and when I look around, I see that everyone is safe, though Teddy and Kanji appear to have landed right on Yosuke.
Well, at least we made it in one piece.
That took a while. I was worried I might get separated from everyone and be one lonely bear.
You know, I remember something like this happening before. That takes me back.
Can you guys chat after you get off of me?
The hell you doing, Yosuke-senpai?
What's with that tone? I'm the victim here.
All right, no fighting. Huh. Is this the midnight stage?
I take the chance to check my surroundings once again. It's a dark, eerie place, filled with bizarre objects and patterns. It's a familiar sensation, and then there's that eerie song I hear echoing from somewhere. There's no doubt, this place must be the midnight stage. However...
Yeah, but this place looks different from where we were before.
Last time, that voice seemed keen on capturing Rise-san. It invited us directly to a prepared stage. Perhaps we're being treated differently this time because we forced our way in.
What is that voice?
It's the master of the midnight stage, and probably the culprit behind this.
Didn't I say this place is off limits to unauthorized personnel? Or do you want to connect with us after all?
The eerie voice echoes from all directions, making it hard to tell where it comes from. Though we're on guard and searching for the source of this eerie voice, we don't even have a chance of finding them.
Enough with these games! Who are you? Release Tomoe and the others right now, and Miss Ochimizu too!
Release them? That wouldn't be right. Can't you see they're happier here?
Happy? Is it serious? They're locked up here by force. There's no way they're happy about that.
Do I see some new faces here? Good. You can connect with us too.
You're not willing to listen, huh? We'll have to do it the hard way.
Do what you want. You'll understand eventually.
Suddenly, the chokingly oppressive aura disappears, and it feels as if the area has at least gotten in a little easier to breathe. Most likely it's because the source of that voice has vanished from this area.
The atmosphere seems different. Is it gone?
Yeah, I think so. I'm just glad we weren't cast out like last time.
That aside, I really don't like how this place feels. It looks fun and all, but it totally doesn't feel that way.
I'm kind of surprised that given everything that's happening, Teddy's still able to be like, I mean, it looks like a pretty fun
It doesn't
place.
feel connected to my world.
You mean the TV world?
Yeah, it might be in the same neighborhood, but I don't think there are any ways to go back and forth.
So this midnight stage is a world all its own.
By the way, is that the entrance? It branches off in 2 different paths.
So it does. We look to where Chie is pointing. Sure enough, there looks to be a giant gate that splits the path into 2 directions. The atmosphere seems to be welcoming us to some kind of event. It feels somehow wrong, though, and I quickly look away from it.
Hold on, let me search around. Come, Himiko!
Whoa. I know you told us already, but you really can summon our personas here. But we can't use them to fight with, right?
We tried, but what the voice said was true. No acts of aggression worked. Whether it was using my persona or Naoto's gun. No one hurts or gets hurt. That must be the rule here.
No one gets hurt, huh? That sounds fishy already. It's way too good to be real.
Indeed. Also, that voice used bizarre ribbon-like objects it referred to as eternal bonds. They seemed to be what kept the shadows bound to this world. When I was caught by one myself, I could clearly tell that it wasn't any true bond, but outright brainwashing. No one should be allowed to force someone to discard their very self just for the sake of another's desires.
That's why we need to show them how we feel with our dancing.
Hey, I found them!
I'm surprised he was
Tomoe's
able to
still
say
here.
that,
And
like,
Tomoe
with a
is further in
straight
the back.
face. As everyone's nodding to my words, Rize's voice echoes sharply. Sounds like she's found Tomoe-san and the others' readings. Rize's ability has really improved lately. Her persona is one's strength of heart, so if her power has gotten stronger, it proves that Rize has grown a lot. In this case, though, Rize finding their readings was proof of a bitter
I'm
truth.
sensing Sumomo and Nozomi down the other path. Guess we were right about all 4 of them being over here.
Oh, a bitter truth for
But
us.
Tomoe's
There we go.
reading is much weaker than yesterday. The others seem pretty weak too. We need to get them out of here.
I was hoping this wouldn't be the case. We better hurry.
Then why don't we split up into 2 teams? That way, each team can save 2 of the girls.
There are 2 forks to the path here, but it seems like they come together again further down. If we do like Yukiko-senpai says, we should be able to meet up there.
Everyone nods at Rize's words. I see. Even if we split up into 2 teams here and go through different entrances, we'll still be guaranteed to meet up again later.
That takes care of that. Okay, Rize is a pro, and Yu's already won once with his dancing, so they should be on different teams.
In that case, me and Naoto will go with Rize. Might as well just split up at what year we're in, yeah?
I guess that's fine. I just wasn't expecting that from you.
We've actually been talking. Like, we can't keep relying on our senpai forever, you know?
That's correct. We thought we should find our own way of working that suits us. I hadn't expected to put it to the test here, but it would be a good opportunity. I'll support Kanji-kun's proposal as well.
Whoa! You guys have been thinking about this a lot, huh?
I bet you guys never knew we talked about stuff like that. If you keep treating us like kids, we'll surpass you before you know it.
That sounds like a great idea. I'm with Kanji on this one too.
All right, let's make it a competition. We'll see which team can rescue these girls faster. Bring it on!
Hey! What about me? Which team am I on?
You're coming with us. If they had 5 on their team and we only had 3, that wouldn't be fair, would it?
I'm getting fired up! The time has come for me to overcome the great wall that is Sensei and fly out into the vast world beyond!
Fly away from Junes first, will ya?
Anyway, we'll each rescue 2 girls, then meet up at the rendezvous point, okay? I'll make sure to keep an eye on you guys. And if anything happens on our end, I'll let you know with my persona.
I hope you don't mind us going on ahead. We'll see you in a bit.
Senpai! Better not let your guard down and get your asses handed to you by some weird thing.
Seemed like they ran off like really quickly. Kanji, Naoto, Rize, and Teddy each give us big smiles as they run past the giant gate. Haha, looks like they're off to a great start. Our team, on the other hand, is still astounded at our juniors' unexpected growth, watching them dart off.
Did they just totally steal the spotlight?
Wow, they've all grown up before we knew it. I felt like I was watching them leave the nest for the first time.
Yukiko, you sound
Feels like
my
they're
mom.
trying to get their own
We
spin-off
should hurry
series.
too. We need to save Tomoe-san and Tamami-san as fast as we can.
All right then. 3rd year investigation team, you guys ready to go?
Yeah.
You bet!
We can't fall behind here either. Of course, our objective is to rescue the kidnapped members of Kanami Kitchen, and this isn't a race or anything. But even then, we'll take on the road ahead with everything we have and keep a step ahead. Okay. That's gonna wrap up the end of Chapter 1 for us, and so we'll start off Chapter 2 next on tomorrow, and for now, that's gonna wrap up the gameplay portion for today, and bring us on to Shuffle Time. Alright, today's card is the Three of Cups reversed. So, let's see what fate has in store for us today. When the Three of Cups is reversed, it means that you may have no time to socialize or go out with friends. You may be too busy with school or work that you can't spare some time to have fun. The Three of Cups reversed can also mean losing touch with some of your friends. As time passes, you may find that you are growing apart from one another. When we grow older, we must put in effort to make sure that our friendships are not neglected. Alternatively, the Three of Cups reversed can mean that there is a lack of balance and harmony within your social circle. Gossip and scandal can rear their ugly heads. Perhaps there is envy hidden within this circle, and as a result, you are feeling isolated. Alright. I mean, I think this is good stuff to keep in mind that, you know, friendships, they take effort, but not necessarily big burdens of having to really it's not that it takes a lot of time, but it takes some intent to just reach out, check in with people, stay connected, and I think if you do that, then you'll definitely be doing okay. And the second half about, you know, disharmony within the group, I think it's important to establish trust and make sure that everyone's getting along well. And I think if there is something that's bothersome, addressing it and just kind of handling it sooner rather than later can help prevent bigger issues down the road. So definitely some good stuff to keep in mind. But that's going to be another card down and another day done. So that's going to wrap up for today. Feel free to subscribe if you'd like to follow along with the journey, as I do this every day. By the way, thanks for watching. I truly appreciate it. I'll see you guys tomorrow.